I'd like to teach the world to sing perfect harmony.
And that's a harmony.
Hey, you're doing in my chair.
What's the chances of a coffee?
That's very kind of you. Thank you very
No,
much
not
there.
you. I'm sitting down.
It's a modern world.
Yeah, when men make coffee.
It's not that modern. Go on, pop it.
You make dinner.
I'll make dinner. I'll actually make the coffee if you want a coffee, my love.
What then?
Oh, you're agreeing to it? Shit.
You make the coffee.
I wasn't really expecting that. Sorry. I'm not normally allowed in the kitchen because apparently I make a mess. But anyway, let's have a look, see what the charts have on offer today. And a very warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before and a little bit bemused by the start, my name is Lyers, and I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy Trader. And my beautiful assistant here, who I have just coaxed into getting a coffee, and no doubt I'll be getting a good hard slap in a minute.
You always say I never do anything around here.
Yeah, I like saying that more than I like you doing things.
Here's Winky. Hello, my love. What are you happy about today, anyway?
Looking very chirpy, Bowles. You've been sitting on the washing machine again.
I'm off to get my hair done.
All right, okay.
Priorities.
Priorities. I have that problem all the time. Never mind. But what are we doing? Well, earlier on today, I made a little video for the Scruffy squad, just showing them a trade that I'm toying with taking this afternoon. Today is a hard market to call. I did a video earlier on this morning showing my strength sheet, etc. And in it I said it's just flat. There's nothing there, and it really is. It's going to be hard work today. But that's the time when you literally sit back and enjoy yourself. And why is that? Because you might have a tendency to try and force a trade. And if you force a trade, that is the worst thing you can do. So less is more. But let me fire up the screens and we'll start discussing what I'm looking at. Now, as I was saying earlier on, I taught the guys in the squad all the time. There's the idea there. It was put up at 5 to 12, and there was a strength video where I was alluding to it. That went up at 7 o'clock this morning, just talking about the markets, etc. And when I'm looking at the markets, I use this all the time. It's really a filter, and it helps me fine-tune the markets that I'm interested in trading in. Now today it's the yen. You can see it's very weak, and of the products that I'm interested in, and I've had a good look through the markets, the only one that's shown itself of any sort of form that I might want to use is the euro yen. And euro pound isn't bad either, and I'll show you that in a moment. But it's the yen really, because it is incredibly weak. But there's also a change of sentiment here, and you can see that, and with the euro there. So these two conflict themselves, which tells me there's going to be movement, and that's what the sheet's for. It's all about figuring out whether there's going to be a bit of movement in the market. So this is the setup. We can see it's had a lovely drive up. It is bounced sort of around this zone area. You can see I've zoned it out. And it's pushed through, but it is now sitting here. Now in the video, I said it could come down and tag this, which is kind of what I'm waiting for. But I am looking to take this to the long side. Okay. Now the only other market was this one, and it's of a similar vein, and it's come down and it's stalled in the zone again, and now you can see that it's starting to curl around. Now this is a 5-minute chart, so it's quite noisy. If I pull it out to the hour, just so you can see it, you can see it's slammed down, it's pushed up, and now it's bouncing between these two levels. Now underneath it, the next structure point, if I was to draw in one of these green zones, would catch this midsection here. That's what they're for. All right. But of the two, because my strength sheet has pulled this out, this is the one I'm interested in. Okay. It isn't quite ready yet because I still think there's a little bit of momentum to the downside. But this tail here is kind of telling me it's slowing down. Couple that with a short body, but we're only sort of 10 past 12 at the moment. It's a little bit too early to call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera now, and then I'll come back to you when I'm ready to enter the market.
Well, we're waiting.
Well, hello boys and girls, we're back. It's now closing on 25 past 12, and it's starting to show signs that this might be time to get in, and you can see that here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start dropping this down into lower time frames and see if there's a criteria to get in. So let us have a little look. Just want to marry that over there. It's still struggling a little bit. So I'll take it to a 15 to start with, just so we can see. Well, you can see there's a colossal drop. It's pushed up and then pushed away. But that's telling you the pressure's run away. This candlestick here with the small body. What does that represent? The sellers are still there because it's red, but there's a lot of buyers there forcing the body to the top. But there's a bit of a tussle going on now, and you can see that here. Okay, so take that down to the 5-minute, and then we can see. And then you can see that tussle is happening, but it's the buyers that are starting to win. And you can see that. And we're in a zone. So what we'll do at this point is I'll candle count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that tells me this black line is roughly the entry point. So the idea is to go from there into there. I will Scruffy Madness down into here if I need to. So we'll drop a couple of orders in, and we'll see what happens. Actually, that's fair enough. Just on the top of that black line there, that'll be fine. So we will go 5. I'm going to put an order in the same place. Oh, wrong way. Same place for 10. Get us into the green, just like so. Oh, they're in already. It was a bit sharper than I thought because I haven't put the other order in yet. And we're going to put this one in up onto the red. Right, okay. Are they all at the same place? Yes. Very, very simple. So what we're going to do is we will manage that. Each time that one is taken out of the equation, I'll try and put it back in. Maybe get a bit of bouncing going on. Not rightly sure whether it'll work. It's not a bad market, this, but it's not like cable where it'll do that quite a bit. And certainly if you're trading the DAX, you can bounce quite a bit. On the slower markets, it's a little bit more difficult. we'll just have to wait and see. It's not an overly expensive market to trade this, so we can put in some further positions if we need to, and we'll just see what happens. But my belief across the afternoon is this is going to move to the long side. Okay, but because we don't actually know, that's why I've got a number of zones laid out. This could easily squeeze down here, and if it does, I will place orders in like I've done many times before to catch the updrift. But I'm always looking to commit to a single direction. I'm not clever enough to catch the down swoop and the up swoop. That's a little bit beyond me, I think, at times. I prefer to pick my direction based on a number of criteria, and then I manage the trade. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just let the camera run, and I'll come back to you at the end. And that was that. Been a tough day today. Kind of cocked it up a little bit. That's where Scruffy magic comes into it, or Scruffy madness as we nickname it. And what is that? It basically just gets me out of trouble. I dip my toe in. I don't go hell for leather. And then I can just move into the position if it goes against me. I already had an inkling this might have happened, which is why I put in all of these extra zones. And as I said at the start, because we don't actually know. Oh, and it's just had a pop there, so maybe he's pulled it a bit early as well, but there you go. But I'm not in this to be a hero and hang on for every pip. I'm not looking for the top. I'm not looking for the bottom. I'm looking for the bit in the middle. And that's all I'm looking for. And when I do that, it creates a wage, and there you go. And that's kind of today. So I'm quite happy with what I've got today. And do it all again tomorrow. So there we go. Happy days. Oh, what a day. What a long, grinding, awful day. But sometimes the markets are like this, where they're just very flat and they're very hard work. That's kind of where the guys in Discord come in, because we kind of try to amuse each other when it's times are flat like this. And also why I play with my little Winky. And you see this here? Just got to get it cut. Well, you can't ruffle mine. So, happy days. So if you like all of that sort of stuff, it's great if you subscribe, press the like button, all that sort of stuff. And if you are stuck, I genuinely will help you with your trading. And if you want to see my trading and the way I do it, check the Scruffy squad out. But there's loads of links in the description below. So as always, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.